Hi, it's Trisha. This is week 2 of the CSA season for 2017. Today I'm coming to you from one of the hoop houses where we have tomatoes. I'm going to show you what this looks like here. This is a hoop house that's 30 feet wide and 95 feet long, and it's filled with tomatoes. Down here you can even see some of the little babies coming along. These are little sun gold cherry tomatoes. They'll be ready in about a month. This is a lot of work. We have to continually prune and tie these tomatoes. They will get as high as those cross beams up there. That's 8 feet tall. Some of them will even reach the ceiling, which is 12 feet at the peak. We do use a little step ladder to harvest them towards the end of the season when the fruits are way up high. And let's take a look at what's in your box this week. Once again, we have kohlrabis, beautiful greens. We have the green version and the purple version of the kohlrabi. I did get some questions about how to use the greens during the week. I'm going to find a link for kale chips and send you that because it's a very handy, tasty way to use those greens. French breakfast radishes are making their appearance again in your box. And we also have cucumbers. And we have more cucumbers this week. You're going to get a couple of the American style cucumbers and a couple of the English style cucumbers. The basic difference between the two is that the English style tend to be seedless and burpless. Their skin is a little bit thinner, although some of the varieties of American cucumbers we have also have a thin skin. People ask me all the time if I peel cucumbers before I eat them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends upon how much of a rush I'm in. I'm sometimes a lazy cook, so sometimes I just slice them thin enough and use the peel as well. We have garlic scapes again this week. This is a lovely, tasty. If last week was your first experience with garlic scapes, you will enjoy these again. Use them wherever you would, garlic or green onions. And this week we also have big bunches of basil. So if you're thinking about doing some pesto, you can use this lovely basil. It smells so good. Lovely basil and the garlic scapes will make a wonderful pesto along with a little bit of cheese and olive oil. Once again, I'll put a link in the newsletter for a recipe. I do want to tell you that basil should never be stored in the refrigerator. The best way to store it is to give it a fresh cut on the bottom, put it in a glass of water, and store it on your counter. Refrigerators are too cold for basil. They'll turn black. You also don't want to wash basil until right before you use it, although most of this basil you don't even need to wash. You can just eat it as is. Something new this week is head lettuce. You're going to get a couple heads of lettuce in your box. Everybody's going to get one of these. This is a pale red butterhead. The red isn't showing up very well here on the camera, but you'll see it when you get it. Really tasty, very sweet. I had some of this for lunch. It was absolutely delicious. And then you'll get a head of something else. This one happens to be green butterhead, but we also have some red leaf, some green leaf, some baby romaines. So look for the 2 heads of lettuce. When you get the lettuce home, it is sometimes best to take and put it into a bowl of water for about 5 minutes, cold water. And then that just lets it rehydrate a little bit, freshens it up, and then put it back in the plastic bag and in the fridge. I think that's it for this week. Trying to make these videos a little bit shorter, but I hope you all have a great week.